So today, September 23, 2023, which is really, really kind of weird. September 23, 2023, it's around 10 a.m. So I'm here at this Target store. As I was shopping, a guy came with a kid. I was like saying, that's not a real person. That's not a real person. It's scary, right? That's not a real person. Come on, still buy me. Even when I was in the bathroom, somebody came there and said something a lot. I couldn't hear what they were saying. So I was like, I'm still in the bathroom. I didn't know who they were talking to really. So I'm expressing all kinds of mockery and stuff. Because during flooding like this, what appears to be mockery. Because during flooding like this, the police sometimes take advantage of the weather in Hurricane Katrina to shoot people dead. So I've been expressing all kinds of attempted provocation. Even this morning around 3 a.m., I was trying to take the R train on 86th Street. All of a sudden, these police officers run towards me, and they were saying something. I couldn't really hear them. I was having my earphone on, and I couldn't really hear them. So I was like, excuse me, what is so important that you're saying to me? So I took my ear, I listened again, until I heard it say, get on the next train. The next, I was like, I didn't even comment. They're using all kind of provocation because I believe maybe they're trying to harm me during the flooding like this and hoping the rain will wash away evidence or make it look like I'm the crazy person that went crazy during the flooding. And the nurse yesterday, September 22, 2023, came outside in front of me on our train. And he was pointing his phone at me. Before that, another white guy was sitting in front of me, pointing the phone at me. All kinds of provocation like that. So I started taking a picture of the nurse. She was wearing a green uniform. Then as soon as I was about to get up on 86th Street, he got up also and started falling on me. He did that twice. Then he put his hand on my shoulder. Then he went up behind my back, as I was getting up on 86th Street. And that's not the first time they were attacking on 86th Street like that. I've had some Black American MTA workers saying this person is like a terrorist. We need to keep an eye on them. And so I took my camera to record them. And some bystanders, some Spanish guys said they heard them also. So I was recording it, so it was saved my Google archive. So they've been talking to me on that 86th Street that they lock up the elevator, so I won't be able to get off the train. I'm using all kind of provocation methods. So now that it's raining, sometimes when it's raining like this, like the last time there was a flooding, and in upstate New York, some Black Americans died. A Black American nurse died. She was coming back from work, and it was early this year actually. There was a snowstorm, and she got stuck in a snowstorm. So and they said Ocho left all the National Guard at the World Trade Center. They were hiding at the World Trade Center. They were really bothering me. It was close to New Year's this year, because to January this year. I said those National Guard should have been hosted helping this Black American. There was a Black American nurse, like 23 years old. She was stuck in a car and she froze to death. And they will have the National Guard position in the World Trade Center to bother me to try to use the bathroom. They were sending people to check me, and they said Ocho, the governor, was under people, the family of the Black American nurse, were filed a lawsuit. They want to know why there was no National Guard to help save their child. And was stuck in a snowstorm. Because those National Guard, they have helicopters, they know how to rescue people. So they said this Black American nurse, like 23 years old, waited for 911 to come rescue her, and no National Guard showed up, and she froze to death. They had the National Guard hiding in the World Trade Center. They were used to attack me. They would bring guns into the bathroom. They were armed with gun knives or whatever they were armed with. And the house civilians started provocation with me, and so they were trying to kill me in the bathroom of the World Trade Center. So, so they try to use ruses like this, emergencies like this, to create rules. So my life is not safe. And all these civil rights activists that wouldn't help me either. Because I'm very vocal. And my mother was very vocal. I've contacted 311. I've contacted the New York Times. I've contacted Daily News. So they're just trying to do some kind of sacrifice. So that I could be harmed during this, and they could say, oh yeah, goes the systemic racism again. It's like they're purposely not helping me, or could even try to harm me during this period. So my life is not safe. I know, and they could. So what they did the last time was that January, where the Black American nurse froze in upstate New York. I went to the Bronx, and the storm had just started then, you know, and I was poorly dressed. Even my shoe, my socks had holes in there. I didn't even know there was going to be a storm that day. So a black American guy was coming to us in the Bronx by the 5 train at Gun Hill Road. So, you're poorly dressed for the snowstorm. So the snowstorm started, and I started freezing on the street. The snowstorm just started, but the temperature was really low. So I started freezing on the street, and there was no. So they locked up the train station. I was trying to escape back to Manhattan, because I started freezing because I had a lot of my belongings with me, and I didn't have gloves on. I had gloves on, but the temperature just dropped low really bad. Yeah, in downstate New York, it wasn't really the snowstorm. It was really the temperature dropped really low. The temperature got to like 0 degrees. I was freezing so bad. So I was on the street fixing my bag and stuff, and I was freezing. So as soon as they saw me, the MTA train station, Gun Hill Road, they went and locked the door, so I couldn't get back on the train. They locked the turnstile. Say, a tree just fell on the train track. I'm like, a tree just fell on the train track, and they said both sides of the train is shut down. I'm like, how can a tree fall on both sides of the train track? I said, no, both sides of the train is shut down. So I don't think no tree fell. Because, and it wasn't so much that the snowstorm was so much here in downstate New York. It was just the temperature low. So they could still do. And also they put me in the traffic. So they kept me stuck for 2 hours. I couldn't get on the bus with all my bag. So what I did was I threw all my stuff into the trash so I could get on the bus. So it took me 2 hours. I was trying to identify the most important stuff I could keep. So I stood there in the snowstorm, emptied out my bags. I had a lot of bags like this. So when they saw it, empty all my stuff in the trash, that's when they reopened the train. So this was going on. So they tried to create ruses like this to try to harm me. And I was in this Target store in Brooklyn, and somebody was saying, that's not a real person. That looks scary, right? And still close to me. I don't know what it's about. And they were saying that, that that's not a real person. So they try to aggravate me and endanger my life, and early this morning around, I'd say close to 5 a.m., between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., as I was trying to get on the R train, and so these 2 police officers, they look like Middle Eastern, rushed from the platform upstairs to the turnstile where I was. And they were saying something, so I couldn't really hear them because it was so early in the morning, and there was an impending rainstorm, so my mind was even on how my day's gonna go. And for no reason, they were just trying to badger me. So they need to charge them with reckless endanger because I could have gotten angry. Why are you badgering me? I have my Metro card. I shop my Metro card. Why are you still telling me to get on the next train and quickly leave? You don't need to harass them. And a nurse, she was wearing green. I think she may work for the Veterans Hospital around 86th Street. They have people stop me. And she came outside he's an E actually. He's bald-headed, and he came outside in front of me. I was pointing this camera towards me for no reason. And sometimes when, so I was wondering, was it voyeurism? Because voyeurism is when you try to record somebody, or, because, when I sit down, I don't know if what part of me was he recording? Why was he recording me, secretly? So I was wondering, is this from voyeurism or champs? Because he wasn't saying nothing to me. I didn't do nothing to him. So I was taking this picture. As soon as I got over 86, he got up with me and was falling on top of me. He did it twice. Then put his hand on my, to touch my chest and on my shoulder. Normally I would have kept this jacket for forensic, but I got to my hotel in New Jersey, but they already arrested me July 23rd, 2019, 23rd, 23 is the number of jury. They already arrested me in July 23rd, 2019 and put me in the psych ward. And the feigning mental illness on me. And they used provocateurs to provoke me that day also. So my life is not safe. Yeah, this is what I'm going down. We're in downtown Brooklyn. It's really, really bad. So if anything happens to me, the role of civil rights activists that fail to help me, or social activists, they fail, because, I'm very vocal. I'm on the train. I talk about my case and all that. So the role of people that refuse to help me should be looked into. When they're aware of my condition, but before these people that will come on the train try to give you humanitarian assistance, support you or anybody see you, so all of a sudden they abruptly stop that, or they don't go where I'm at. So they try to treat like an African sacrifice, so they can start building to systemic racism, and trying to get lost ties for their own benefit, which is really sad. Because a lot of people donate money to Black Lives Matter America from all over the world. There were Africans in England donating money, and they really thought Black Lives Matter would mean every black person, not just Black Americans. So now there's a slow or refusal to help people if they're not Black American. Like my mother was school, my daughter's here in the United States, and Uganda was trying to help me with my puppy because she was school, and only he got help, only he got much. My mother was good, nobody was much for her. Even a pastor tried to inform him, but it wasn't really helping him either. A pastor stand out. So this is what is going on. So I'm stuck in the brain, and what they normally do is to try to harass me, aggravate me. They say, in the past they've used this kind of flooding or rain or hurricane to kill Black Americans in New Orleans. The police are shooting down, especially if they're hungry, trying to get some food. So I came here to buy some food.